He's dead.
Dead. Funeral.
Tons of kids lost fingers.
She's going for the Whammer.
Welcome to the major leagues. She's trouble.
She's trouble.
Another bad news guy.
Her kind of boyfriend, sugar daddy.
Lit from the heavens above.
That's the doctor's words.
Explosive stomach syndrome.
All right, welcome back to Eli at the Movies. This is a very special edition of Eli at the Movies for two big reasons. One, we're watching our first non-football movie, the Robert Redford baseball classic, The Natural. And two, we have our first guest who is actually an actor. Before we introduce our guests, just a quick reminder to subscribe to my channel and be sure to comment on what movies you want to watch next. You can even pause the video now and do that. I'll wait. All right, we're back. And I'm very excited to welcome in our guest, a huge Hollywood star, Jon Hamm. Jon, come on down here. Oh, look at you, just sitting back there.
Good job, that was great. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes, hold on.
There you go. Coming in. Get low. Good to see. Jon, obviously this has got to be a bucket list opportunity for you to join my show, right?
Huge.
Yeah.
I've been friends with your whole family for some time, so it's fine. You finally asked me out to see a movie. I appreciate it.
I think
the first non-football movie.
Non-football. Yeah, I think you'd rather kick the bucket than be on this show, but I appreciate you being here. And I don't want to blow your cover right here. I know that we have season 2 of Your Friends and Neighbors is out on Apple TV. Are you in New York City right now because you're trying to sell some artwork of any of your friends?
Yes, there's a lot of fencing opportunities here that I can go. There's plenty of places you can go to sell stolen stuff in New York City.
Yes, exactly.
Not that that's a good thing. No, please don't steal things.
All right, so let's talk The Natural.
Yes.
You're a huge baseball fan, and there are a lot of great baseball movies out there. Yeah, Field of Dreams, Bull Durham, Major League. You starred in $1 Million Arm. Why did you pick The Natural to watch with me today?
I think it's a great movie.
Sure.
Full stop. It's not a great sports movie. It's not it is a great sports movie, but I'm saying if you take all of the qualifiers out, baseball movie, sports movie, whatever, it's just a great movie.
Sure.
Robert Redford, Kim Basinger, Wilford Brimley. Come on. Fun fact, when you watch this movie, you're supposed to think, oh, wow, Robert Redford, yeah, he's an older guy for a baseball guy, but Wilford Brimley, he's like a granddad. I think Wilford Brimley was either like a year older or maybe even younger than Robert Redford in this movie.
He's 50 years old in this movie, which is the same age as Peyton right now, and I think they look kind of similar, right? Wouldn't you say? Would you agree with that?
Let's get a split screen up and we'll see how they look. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just a great movie. It's a very cool look back at the history of baseball, kind of back in the old days when they were on trains and going, between cities. So it's got that kind of romantic element to it, and it's an amazing movie about growing up, playing sports, following your dreams and all this stuff, and one of the great endings in all time of sports movies. So it's beautifully shot. Beautifully rest in peace, Robert Redford. We lost him this year.
And Robert Duvall.
My goodness. Amazing actors, all of them. So we're in for a treat.
I'm excited. Let's get things going. Just I want to give the viewers a brief little synopsis of what the movie is about. The Natural tells the story of Roy Hobbs, a midwestern farm boy and a baseball natural. Roy is on the track to become the game's next great, but before he can achieve this dream, he's shot in the stomach by a serial killer who targets athletes. I can't believe I survived. I
was going to say,
it happens.
How were you not on the list?
I definitely was. I just somehow didn't get on the train that day, and it all worked out. But this causes Roy's life to unwind like a baseball with its cover knocked off, and Roy doesn't make it to the majors until he's 35 years old with the lowly New York Knights. So, Jon, any other important background we want to tell the viewers?
One of the great scores in the history of cinema. Beautiful music in this film, and just an amazing cast, amazing movie. And if you are a baseball fan, you will love this movie if you haven't already seen it. And I don't know, let's get it going. So the Natural starts fast. In the first 5 minutes, we cover all of Roy Hobbs' childhood, his father dropping dead, and the introduction of a huge co-star that happens to be made out of a tree. Let's watch this scene. So this is Roy growing up,
little lightning strike the tree.
Yes.
And now he's gonna make
a lightning-infused bat.
Yes. Did you ever make your own bat growing up?
No.
All right.
We used aluminum bats. I did not have the capacity to spin aluminum.
How much ill-advised wood making do you think this
movie started?
Tons
of kids lost fingers. And not only that, or burned themselves with their. I did have a wood burning set. Did you?
No.
Oh man, yeah, that was a terrible, terrible mistake.
And obviously, and that's the name of the bat. We got Wonder Boy.
Keeps it in a trombone.
Yeah,
case,
I mean,
too.
you're a little older than me. Was that the norm back then?
You roll around with your trombone case with your bat. I did have a bat that I loved using. It was Easton Black Magic.
Oh yes,
so it's very cool.
Black Magic.
And gold,
I had a Black Magic bat. That was a good one.
Yes,
that was
sir.
on fire. I actually played some high school baseball. My final game, I was at the bat. Drop third strike, I run the first base, they overthrow it, I get in a rundown between first and second, slide back into first, and then the ump says, no, you didn't swing, it wasn't drop third. I had to come back to home plate, took the next strike, looking, strike out. I get back to the dugout, going out into the field, and my teammate had written Wonder Boy on my glove. And that's basically about the time that I knew my baseball career was over.
Baseball.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go into other sports.
There's nothing worse than coming back for a third strike that you're just out of breath.
Yeah.
And you're exhausted and you've made a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
That's high school baseball right there. What position did you play?
I didn't pitch in high school, and we were a small school, so I just played whoever was pitching, I filled their spot.
Fair enough.
And John, actually, in doing some research, I found a little picture of you in a high school football uniform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna show it right there. So here's this picture of you.
Oh, yeah.
And if you can see it, John, you're wearing elbow pads, you're wearing forearm pads, you have a neck roll. I assume you're wearing shin guards. We can't see the lower body, but
hip pads, tail pad, everything. Every pad that existed, I put on.
You're all about safety.
And I hated getting like dinged. You know what I mean? I wasn't even injured. And to be fair, I was never injured. I played 4 years of varsity football. I was never injured.
With all those pads.
Middle linebacker and offensive line, so both ways, Iron Man style.
I like it. Well, that's
we
why
were
you
a
need
small school. I was probably smaller than you in high school.
Well, that's high school sports is a great tradition, and obviously you would have been you would have been
89 somewhere around there
in high school. So you were right before high school when this movie came out. So.
Yeah. This was heavy my high school era. So we were very into this.
All right, let's skip ahead a little, and the first time we'll see how great Roy Hobbs is at his baseball, because it's one thing to throw baseballs through the side of a rickety old barn. It's quite another to go head-to-head with the Whammer. So, John, can you tell us who you think the Whammer essentially is in this movie?
First of all, played by the great Don Baker, who you will recognize from many, many movies from the 70s and 80s. Great character actor. But most likely this is considered to be Babe Ruth.
Right.
So probably toward the middle or the end of his career. And I gather this was a real thing. They used to do kind of barnstorming tours around the country on off season, where Babe Ruth would roll into town, take on the local team.
Yes.
And if you could get a ball past him, you win a steak or something. And this is what I think this is referencing. This scene is referencing. So our boy Roy Hobbs comes in and he's like, "I'm going to take you down."
Here it is. Yeah. So young Roy, he's on a train. He's going to Chicago with his agent for a tryout with the Cubs. This is his chance.
They were good back then.
Yeah, this is his chance to
it wasn't
make
a
it
joke
into
like the Cubs are now.
Right, make it to the majors, and the Whammer happens to be on the same train, and they make a little pit stop at a county fair, and Roy's agent decides, hey, this is a good time where I'm going to challenge the Whammer, that my boy Roy Hobbs, no one's ever heard of, from some small town, can strike out the Whammer in just 3 pitches.
And they did the whole thing for Instagram.
Yeah.
That was what was really great. They had a guy had it live stream. No, of course not. This was in the 20s.
Let's watch it. Here's the clip.
Well, what about you there, Huckleberry? Scared? Not of you, I'm not.
So Robert Redford playing his actual age.
Yes, Max Mercy. He's the newspaper writer there in New York.
He walked it off. 60.6.
You would have thought the Whammer would have taken off the jacket right off the get-go.
Well, he does eventually.
Eventually, but
he thinks no problem.
He's like,
also no mask on the catcher.
Yeah.
Bold choice.
And that's the agent. That's Roy's agent. He brought him here. He's got him.
Up lefty.
Pretty good motion. Ooh, he didn't even see it.
Nope.
Doing the heater.
Okay, Sam? All right, Roy.
Pretty good by Roy Hobbs right there. And Robert Redford's 47 years old. He's portraying a 19-year-old right here,
Exactly.
just by the way. I mean,
Well,
that's pretty
they
good.
did this on the lens. It was very nice. It's easy.
Yeah, they didn't have
Also, Redford clearly an athlete. Like got a pretty good motion.
No, very good motion. This is before CGI, like
Oh,
kind
you had
of
to actually
aging
do it.
and stuff. He had to go do it. Good motion. A little long.
Ooh, do him a little change up, a little off-speed delivery there.
Challenge the old spitball.
This was it, Whammer. This is it.
Now he takes the jacket. Now he's
Yeah.
ready.
So here, yeah, Robert Duvall.
Hat off.
There's Duvall. He and the Hammer or the Whammer are together. They're kind of on a team here.
Punch him out.
Here's
Music.
Here's
Also, the sun just started setting, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, and
Now he points. He's ready to go.
that's maybe why, if you didn't think he was already Babe Ruth, I think the point
Now you know.
really is like, yes, we want you to know this
Also,
is
he has
Babe
the
Ruth.
taped on a little tape grip there. I'm not sure they had tape back then. I mean, you got to. When the sun sets, that means you throw extra hard.
Good motion.
See?
Good
See?
motion.
Pretty
Good
good.
finish.
If you look good in slow mo,
Yeah,
You
good.
look pretty
back
good.
leg kind of winding up. That's a. Ooh, there's too much heat for the.
too much
for
heat for the
Whammer.
Whammer.
Randy Newman. This is the soundtrack.
Yep.
Good, strong soundtrack here. Strike
Yeah.
3.
I love a movie where everybody in the scene is a great actor. Like you got Duvall, you got Joe Dunn, and you got Redford. It's so good.
All right, so here's my theory a little bit about this movie. You know, we'll get to Roy Hobbs. He doesn't quite have the future, and it's really, I think, because of this scene, because the serial killer was on the train. She was on the train.
She was on Babe Ruth's.
Yeah, she's
Babe
going
Ruth,
for
yeah.
the Whammer.
Yes.
She's going to kill
Yeah.
the Whammer. He's
Yes.
the big star. But all of a sudden, Roy Hobbs strikes him out. She kind of says, "Ooh, I'm going out for this new guy."
Yeah, sets her
Turns.
sights on this. So basically, he saved Babe Ruth's life.
Yes, we have Babe Ruth, and we don't know about Roy Hobbs.
Yes,
That
exactly.
guy could have been. But the agent, because he wanted to show off his new young talent, hey, it's not good enough just to have a tryout for the Cubs and be a major leaguer. We got to go to this county
Strike
fair.
out the best hitter in the world in a
a
field in the middle of Kentucky.
And that's what ruined Roy Hobbs'
Ruined his career.
Yeah. All right.
Only for a minute, though.
This for a minute. All right, so now
Patience.
we're going to really jump fast
Fast
forward.
forward.
16 years later now, Roy Hobbs.
And he hasn't aged a day.
He's not. Yeah, he's been shot already by Barbara Hershey, and he's
She
basically
plays like the Black Widow.
She's the Black Widow, yeah. And he disappears. You don't know what he's been doing for 16 years.
Another great actor in this scene, Michael Madsen.
Michael Madsen,
Another
there you
rest in
go.
peace.
Bump's
Bump
his
Bailey.
name. Yeah, Bump Bailey. Good job. So now he's 35 years old. He's been signed by the New York Knights, and the Knights manager, Wilford Brimley, they call him Pop. He refuses to play Roy for weeks before finally giving him his first at-bat. And let's take a look here. Pop's he thinks
And
the
Bump
owner.
Bump is the young star of the New York Knights.
Yes.
He's acting up, and he finally gets benched for being a loudmouth and a show-off.
Yeah, and he might be taking some money from the
Might be a
from
little,
the bookie.
Black Sox
yeah,
scandal
there's a
happening.
little scandal going on. He's also kind of dating the good-looking blonde Kim
Richard
Basinger.
Farnsworth also in this movie. Man, just so many great
There it
actors.
is.
Here
All
comes
right.
the Wonder Boy.
It's not a trombone. I think everybody else thought there was a trombone in there, but it's a bat. So here he
He's a
is.
jazz musician as well. It's Dixieland jazz, and then he got
I mean, I don't know.
big number 9.
Big comment right there.
Knocked the cover off
knocked
the ball.
cover off the ball.
There's about 8 people in the stands.
Yeah. New York's bad. They're a
They're a
bad
bad
team.
team. So maybe they're supposed to be the Mets.
So there's the big gambler. That's his kind of Kim Basinger's
Yes,
kind of
the mall.
kind of a that's her sugar daddy, I think is the
Yes.
word. But she's dating Bump, who's the right fielder, who Hobbs just took his place for this at bat. Ooh, he didn't like
He
it.
didn't like that call. 47-year-old rookie. It's New York Philly, I guess. The Philly is the other team here.
Yeah,
Judging by the P, unless it's Poughkeepsie.
could be Poughkeepsie. They were strong back then. Good swing, right?
Very good
lefty swing. He kind of rolls the wrist a little bit.
Has a little hitch in it, but we'll give him that.
Yeah, but not bad. It knocks the cover off the ball.
Literally knocks the cover off the
He's
ball.
coachable. He does what the coach says.
Very coachable.
Literally. The pitcher does not even worry about the real ball.
No. Everybody seems a little distracted by the fact that the ball is now in pieces.
There's a lot of rain and thunder and
a lot
lightning.
A lot of elements.
Whenever Roy's kind of playing baseball. The Wonder Boy, I think, brings on the weather.
Brings on the weather for sure. Well, it's hewn from a lightning struck tree. Meanwhile, it was only a double.
I think it was only a double? Did he get the third or second? I don't know. There's the...
But drove in two.
They got in two.
Starts a winning streak for the New York Knights.
Pretty impressive, you know, first at bat, right? I mean, I don't know who has a better first at bat.
Welcome to the major leagues.
You hit the cover,
knock the cover off the ball, win the game.
You know,
so now he's on his way to becoming a star for sure.
Yes.
And even though he's a rookie and he's old,
right?
He's now become a big part of the team.
Right.
And then, I don't know if we're going to get to this, but he gets a starting position on the team because of his very big situation.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I was going to get to. I love The Natural, great movie, a true film. It was nominated for 4 Academy Awards. So there's one thing I think could have been workshopped a little bit better. He's still blocked from playing because of Bump, who's got the right fielder.
Only 9 positions on the field.
Yeah,
so you got to find a place to play.
So Roy had his breakout game.
There was no DH back then.
But he's still blocked from playing, and so then this happens right away. Let's
Bump Bailey, who we talked about,
Yeah.
who's the boyfriend of the gangster's.
Yes.
The gangster's girlfriend, right? So she's trouble.
She's trouble.
So, but he's got to find a place to play.
It's like, hey, we could put Roy at center.
We're not going to trade Bump Bailey. He's the up and coming star.
But Bump could pull a hamstring.
He could stub a toe.
Anything happens.
Or
this. 43 seconds from this breakout game, and then there's a funeral. So here it is. Bump's playing hard. They give him a little pep talk.
He knows he's got a guy that might be taking his spot.
Yeah. Here you go.
Good jump on the ball.
Yeah, Bump's in right field. He's going hard for it. And
through the wall.
Through the wall.
Probably fine though.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty
sore shoulder.
Maybe a sore shoulder, maybe a splinter.
Yeah, splinter, just very sore, maybe twisted his knee. Nope,
he's dead. Funeral. We need to eliminate this character. We got to get him out. We got to get him out of the way. He gets a nice flyover, and but yeah, dead. Maybe they could have come up with
something, right? I mean, that's very abrupt.
Maybe just trade him.
Right? A little abrupt.
Yeah, that was.
I guess they didn't want to confuse things with who's dating, the girl now, and is this guy going to be a problem?
You need him out of the picture.
He's out of it.
But you really need him out of the picture. Because otherwise he's going to be hanging around. He might be playing for another team.
Yeah.
You go, is he still calling her?
Right.
No.
And it seemed like the wall, it didn't go head to head with it.
No, he didn't go head first.
It wasn't,
he didn't bounce off. It did feel like it was a breakaway kind of wall. Maybe he got a splinter in the wrong spot. He could have got one in the jugular or something. But it's a little jokey. But
Bumps out, and Roy.
It serves the purpose. Narratively, it serves the purpose.
Roy is now the starting right fielder, and by mid-season now, he's been playing a few weeks, and he is just crushing dingers. The Knights are on a roll.
Rolling.
They're rolling. They can't lose. But it all kind of stops when Roy starts dating Memo Paris, who's played by Kim Basinger. Yes. And Memo is very complex. Memo.
And Memo, first of all,
I call her Memesy. So
I understand you have a relationship with her. You and Kim Basinger go way back.
Yes, way back.
But Memo is one of the great names. Memo Paris, what a name.
It's a great name.
But she's also bad news. This guy can't get out of the bad news club with the ladies.
Yes, she's very bad news. Her uncle is Wilford Brimley, the
manager. Pops.
Yeah, and then she's friendly with the team owner who's corrupt.
Bad news guy, another bad news guy.
Her kind of boyfriend, sugar daddy's the degenerate gambler, also played by the dad from A Christmas Story.
Yes.
And in 5 years, she's going to start dating Batman. And so
she's got
a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
Kim Basinger. This was like This was heavy-duty Kim Basinger.
Yeah,
this
is
was
prime
like
time.
prime time. There was
she's
not a
it.
lot of ladies that were better looking than Kim Basinger at this point. So you get it.
You know,
He sees the red flags,
Right.
but he walks right past them.
and you kind of wonder a little bit, like, you know, hey, obviously he's a great player, but right away, like, you haven't played baseball in 16 years. Your career got sidetracked. You get a chance, and all of a sudden you're kind of dating the bad news girl. Like, you kind of wonder, like, would he have been
questionable choice.
been able to handle the fame at 19?
Exactly. Maybe
he
things happen for a reason.
He can't handle it at 36, but you know, so you always kind of wonder about that.
Yeah.
But he goes, all right, so he's in a slump. He can't hit. He's been dating
It
her for a
happens.
few
It's a
weeks.
long season.
It happens. But until he goes on a road trip to Chicago and happens to see his high school sweetheart in the stands.
Now let's remember, Chicago was where he was going to go.
That's where he was.
Audition, try out for the team.
That's right.
And he was sidetracked by
Yes. He
the
had a high school sweetheart.
by the shooting.
He loved her. He was, she was there from the get-go, and he kind of leaves on the train and then never
sees her again.
sees her again.
Until
here we are, Chicago.
Look at the light on her. Look at the light on her. She's lit with an angelic glow.
So you can see, yes, she's got the white dress on.
Clearly Wrigley Field, by the way.
The serial killer had the black dress on. I mean, the black and white, does that mean I really know cinema by recognizing that?
You are right on, right on. Now Roy's lost his swing.
He's 0 for 3. He's 0 for 3 in the game already. This is the 9th inning.
And that's the first 2 strikes. Bad. Just
Yeah.
bad.
So Glenn close.
Stands up.
That's Glenn
Can't
Close.
miss her.
There it is.
Lit from the heavens above.
Kind of sees.
And he goes, "Hey, what's that?"
Kind of see. Ooh, is that her? Kind of sees something. You
A little
didn't quite know
reflection
what
of
he
the light,
sees.
but he's got a little lilting Randy Newman music comes in. Wonder Boy's still working, but he's seen 2 pitches. He knows this guy. Dead red. Goodbye.
There you go. Just rips one. Just right here, breaks the clock.
Boom! Right in the clock.
Breaks the clock. And you got the music again. The music is so good.
Also, I love the old-timey cameramen on the field.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
They didn't have long lenses back there. Charlie Savoy, the Bat Boy.
Good call. Roy seems to break a lot of public property, just destroys it.
He really
right?
does.
Baseballs,
You think
clocks.
he gets a bill at the end of it from the stadium?
End of the game, he has
Charles
the
Wrigley
lights.
is sending him a bill after every.
So right here now, he kind of.
So he's like, who was the?
What's
wait
happening?
a second, who was that?
Is this? I mean, that's like definition of a kind of a slump buster
He's
right
getting
there,
the flashes
right?
in his face. Yeah, she's a slump buster.
Yeah. He's looking for her, can't see her.
She did show up early in when he was a young man. That was there was a goodbye scene.
There's a goodbye scene. He's going to his
Gotta go,
tryout.
try out
I love
Chicago.
you. But
I'll
we're in
see
this
you
together.
Down the line.
Yes.
Eventually, won't get shot by a black widow in a hotel.
Damn,
Serial killer that
yeah.
kills only potentially good baseball players.
Right. I mean,
There's a lot of questionable narrative choices in this, but you got to go with it.
you got to go with it, right?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they have all the normal people. You have the gambler. You have the guys taking money. You got the good-looking girl, the old-timey
coach.
2
of them. You
Yeah.
got Pops and of course Richard Farnsworth, the assistant coach, and you got to have the serial killer who's in every baseball story.
All right, we're gonna jump way ahead, long way again. We're almost at the end of the movie.
You get where we're going though.
you can't-
He's back in the saddle.
He's back in now. He meets
rolling.
up. He meets up with the old girlfriend. Kind of starts talking to her a little bit. Kim
feeling
Basinger.
his old life, but then Memo Paris is like
Memo's
a little
still around.
angry about that.
Yeah.
Who you talking with?
Yes, exactly. And
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Right.
And she's feeling a little scorned.
Oh, very scorned, very scorned. And so the Gotham Knights, they're in a 1-game playoff against the Pittsburgh for the pennant. And Roy's been in the hospital because Memo has poisoned him and got his old gunshot wound is now kind of acting up on him.
He's got a tummy ache.
His
stomach, stitches are ripped.
Yes, his stomach could explode. And
Any minute.
That's the doctor's words.
Explosive stomach syndrome.
I'm quoting.
ESS. It was a thing back then.
It was. He could risk death.
Death.
But he's got 1 game left, and we didn't get into this, but also the manager is also like a part owner of the team. He shares ownership. He
Yes.
lost a little ownership to the judge, and now he bet him if we don't win the pennant this year, I'm out.
That's it.
I'm gonna give you
Done.
all the team, or he can, or the manager can get all the team. And so you don't see that
he's
happen.
playing well, but there's a ticking time bomb.
And he wants to do it for his manager. For the manager, for Pops. He's got to take care of Pops.
There's a great, and of course it's not the Pittsburgh Pirates because Major League Baseball didn't officially license this movie, so it's the New York Knights versus like the Pittsburgh Cavaliers or something.
Correct.
But you know, that's always very fun to do, to watch like the ersatz names that they put. The Philadelphia Phenomenals. But no, it's a great setup because it's all the marbles.
All the marbles.
This is
this
is the big game
for the pennant. He's
And
coming
who's-
back from injury.
Who do they bring in? The young farm boy from the Midwest, who's a lefty,
Yes.
who comes in to strike
big boy.
out.
They bring in the big guy.
The big guy who's Roy Hobbs now. The positions have reversed.
Yes.
Flipped. The script has been flipped.
There he is.
What happens?
Let's watch it. The final scene.
Wonder Boy, he's been hitting all year with this.
More
public property
destroyed. And that's
That was a
Duvall.
message to
He
Robert
doesn't like Duvall.
No,
Duvall's
he's writing.
Duvall's already written the
terrible
script
stuff.
that he's gonna fail. He's gonna strike out and season over.
A little outside heat.
Also, Glenn Close had just written him a note saying that you're actually the father of this 16-year-old boy who I'm sitting next to in the stands.
A little bit of a.
She could have done that any other time. She's
Would
got
have
to
been
do
nicer
it
to
right
know
before
a little earlier.
the ninth
Maybe not-
inning of a
not
pennant game.
on the day of the game.
Even not in the 8th inning, he got the note. More lightning, Wonder Boy.
Here it comes.
So here we
Lightning's
go.
big in this movie.
Yes. Right. Rips one.
It's up.
Is it?
It's
Is
there.
it gone?
Stay
Is it?
fair.
Is it? Oh,
Just foul.
just foul. Big moment right here. Ooh, Wonder Boy.
That's fine.
No, Wonder
I
Boy
just picked
smashed.
up the bat. It's
Wonder Boy.
had a good run though.
Had a great
I
run.
mean, geez, 17 years.
I mean,
How many bats live that long?
not many. So obviously, this is his bat he's had since he was 10 years old.
Yep.
Smashed.
Never really hit with anything else. So it's probably
It's a good idea just to trust the ball boy who's like 14. Just, hey, pick me out a winner,
pick
Bobby.
me out a winner.
Go pick me out a winner, Bobby.
Bobby Savoy, not Charlie Savoy. Sorry.
Pick me out a winner.
I wonder what that actor's doing now. The kid who plays Bobby Savoy.
He's making bats. He's a professional bat maker. After
He's
this.
a bat maker.
Yeah, he works for Louisville Slugger.
Savoy special.
Voice, yeah, I love
Listen.
I love a little chicken Savoy.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I wonder if that one was also from a lightning tree.
I think they worked on it together. There was a scene, he's looking at it, says, hey, he says, go to the
Go to the lightning tree. It's somewhere
go
in
to the
Indiana.
lumber yard. He goes, go to the lumber yard, pick out a nice piece of wood, and we'll make a bat together. So I think they did work on it together.
You're probably right.
yeah. So that
Regardless, he knows his measurements. He knows how to it's a perfect size. He's ready to go.
There you
Little
go.
dirt on his hands. It's all he needs. No tape on
Bobby's
the
just
bat.
gonna stand right there.
Bobby, you gotta move, pal. Bobby, you're
He's
right
not-
in my eye line. I'm sorry, buddy. Just back it up a little bit. This is the other thing I love about this movie. It's like the era of baseball. It was like scrappy fields.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't perfectly manicured. Even the nicest stadiums back then were a little dingy.
His stomach's hurting.
Stomach's hurting, man.
Roy, are you all right, fella?
You can see it.
Why do you care? Just call the game. Jesus. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Shades of Kurt Schilling.
There you go. Bleeding.
The bloody sock.
He's just kind he was actually
coming in on
he was
him.
in a maternity ward. That's where they took him to the nearest hospital, and he stayed there for the whole time. Is there any deeper meaning in that, you think?
I don't know.
Just
It probably
is what it
probably
is?
wanted a better series of doctors to check him out. So your uterus is fine, sir, but
Here we go.
all right. So it's 0-2, and he's calling for an inside fastball. He's going to bust him inside. If we know anything about Roy, he can turn on that.
He
inside
can turn on it.
heat.
He likes to turn
He likes it inside.
the wrist over. The music.
One of the great shots of all time. This baseball coming right into the lens. Boom. Bang.
Good swing. Rolled in the wrist.
Yes, indeed. Still get chills every time.
Property, more broken property.
Damage.
Also notice how he obviously hit one
light
bulb.
but boy, it really had a chain.
Every light bulb is starting to explode as he's running through. Even on one's not even
banks.
connected. Yeah,
Other stadiums went out. The TV feed stopped. There was no TV.
Yeah, right. But
Look at that shot. Oh.
I mean, that's pretty good. Just sparks
Are
everywhere.
flying.
And there's the judge.
There's the judge. He's mad.
He's going down
There's
in flames.
the owner. He's mad.
He's going. I mean, the whole stadium could have just lit in fire and just like burned down.
Really
That
would
could
have
have
been bad news if anything would have caught on
Yeah.
fire. And a lot of wool, a lot of heavy.
Memo.
Memo's bad. Memo's bad news.
She knows it's over.
So now they get into the play. This is just getting into the playoffs. They didn't win anything.
They didn't win anything, but
It looks pretty good for them.
You know, it's all about the pennant. It's all about winning the pennant.
And I think he's probably going to need to get that stomach lifted
Now,
by a real doctor.
Yeah, probably the maternal
Not a
ward.
gynecologist.
Yeah. Now, in my opinion, John, the movie should have just ended right here. All right, he hits home plate. It's over. The sparks are going. Yet there's one kind of little extra
Come
scene.
on, you don't think that extra scene's worth it?
No. Why? Because I'm going to tell you. I want you to watch closely at his son.
Okay.
Who's going to be throwing this
Okay.
ball?
All right. Well, but you have to set it up.
We gotta,
Not only that, the ball is still going.
the ball's still going.
I mean, he hit it, so it's going. Look at this. Look at all the sparks. Again,
Still
this is
all over
very
the place.
dangerous.
Now he hit it into right field. That's behind home plate.
It's
Is now
sparks everywhere.
It's sparking,
But
and
the
now
ball
we
is
go into
still-
black.
Still carrying.
There's sparks
into the
in the
distance.
sky. The ball is flying
Still going
out.
up, by the
It's
way.
Still going, and it's on land back in the farm field where he grew up. He's nagged with the old girlfriend. There's his son.
Yeah.
And watch his son's throwing motion. No, we
Okay,
can't have that, John.
Yeah.
We
Well,
can't have.
he's young. He's still learning.
But he's the son of the great Roy Hobbs. I mean, I know his father hasn't been in his life.
Maybe he's going to be a
till now.
really good writer.
But look at that! Look at that motion. Good throwing motion. You can't have.
I
you
would
can't have it like that.
I would have
Or at least
asked for
get
maybe
a better athlete to throw it back to.
You're
him.
not wrong. You're
right.
not wrong. But I do like how it ends. It's a perfect ending. He's happy. He's a
Yes.
father. He gets to see his son and apparently teach him how to throw a ball.
I guess there's a lot of teaching. It's gonna be.
No one comes out of the womb knowing how to throw. You got to learn.
I guess. I
You
mean,
didn't know how to throw a football.
No, I
when
think
you,
there's some just
you had-
natural instinct.
You
There's
had
some
older
natural
brothers.
ability.
You had a dad. Everybody, come on.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
Well, it wasn't great.
He looks
It
like
wasn't great.
Lamar.
And he's a righty.
He looks like Lamar Latrell throwing
from the Nerds.
Yeah. John,
Wow, that's
is
a great movie.
That is the natural.
That is a
That
great
is the
movie.
natural.
And if you haven't seen this movie, do yourself a favor. It's a great any time of the day, but especially now that baseball season's starting, boy, is it a good movie.
John, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I want to appreciate whatever scheduling mistake you made that allowed you to appear on my YouTube show, and I had a great time. And I want to remind all our viewers to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment about what sports movie you want us to watch next. And before you go, John, though, I did get you a little gift.
Come on.
Yeah, come on, I got a little something. This is
What is
this is me in high school. A picture of me to John. Swing for the fences, Eli Wonderboy Manning. So when you think of the
Hey, by the way, that's the black magic.
it is. When
No
you think of great left-handed hitters, I mean, there's obviously
You were a lefty hitter?
yeah, Babe Ruth, Roy Hobbs, Eli Manning.
Look at that.
I think actually,
What is that? The Newman
Greenies.
Greenies.
I think 30
named after a
Green
what,
E.
something.
I think
Green E's.
No, yeah.
We were the ends. Oh, that's a good looking. Man, I'm
Yeah.
putting that on the wall. That's gonna make it.
But I think 30 years later, I think I should have been right-handed. I should have batted righty. I think
I don't know.
because it wasn't good.
You're closer to first base.
Yeah,
That was the only thing.
that was helpful.
I was righty. So, but boy, oh boy, that's a good look. That's a good looking stance.
There we go. All
Wonder
right.
Boy.
We'll see you next time on Eli At The Movies.